And here they are meeting up at the top 32. Now, you maybe ask yourself, how did that happen? Why is it happening? Well, you kind of have ANDBOX to thank for that, more so Cloud9 Academy. Cloud9 Academy beat ANDBOX in their group stage matchup to send ANDBOX to the lower bracket of that group. ANDBOX, of course, eventually making the way out of it to get that second spot out of there, but thus why they're facing a first-place team from another group, in this case, BBG. It's just simply how it shaped up. So this is certainly a series that could have been deep further in, but we got a top 32 of BBG versus ANDBOX and elevated. I just for the queue that we are going into our first map. It's going to be Haven, by the way. It was chosen by ANDBOX. Ascent will be map 2, chosen by BBG. And we got Breeze for map 3, if necessary. And something tells me it potentially could be necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. All the maps are going to be very hotly contested in this one. And I think we're about to have a lot of fun today.
You have no idea. I honestly am super pumped. You and I, we've been casting a little bit of Valorant here and there over the year plus or so. This is definitely one of probably the best day that we've had as far as our casting gigs go. And super happy to be here. And hopefully you guys tuning in. Obviously looking forward to some great Valorant as well, as that was not the scene that I wanted to do right there. Let's go back to this and bust out this. All right. So, loading into the actual game, we do have, as mentioned, it's going to be BBG on the defense, ANDBOX on the attacker side. And as far as the agents go, anything really standing out here when it comes to agent selection, it's a mirror match, isn't it? So, I suppose not.
Yeah, I mean, I think most teams have pretty much settled on this for Haven. Sometimes you'll see a few people holding on to like, oh no, Phoenix. It's like, no, Sky's just better Phoenix. So everybody's kind of converted to Sky at this point. And then the rest of the agents are essentially irreplaceable in their respective roles.
Well, let's start things off. Mata here for ANDBOX. Gonna check out Long C. Gonna duel it out with Bang over there. Yes, that's right. Bang of TSM. Formerly at least, and playing with Built by Gamers here in this event. I know he's a player that a lot of people are looking forward to seeing and how he does here. As they're going to rotate back towards the A site, though, and a very slow play coming out here in the pistol round from ANDBOX. But now they're starting to hit A, maybe not. A lot of distraction.
Yeah, there's a nice little Killjoy lurk up into Garage, little battle of the nerds in there. But Mame gets the entry.
It's going to be a trade, though, 1 for 1. Bang. Able to get Mame in response. Bang has taken plenty of damage, though. 4 versus 4. Mata looking left, looking right. He's looking all over the place, and Rawcar will take him out. Confused as to all hell. Trying to figure out where to shoot. Trying to take out that flash, but gets flashed instead. Jumping over the right-click classics, and Bang will win that duel. Alexander, though, at least gets the other Sky, but Poach will take out Alexander, and we're down to a 1 versus 3. It's up to Vice now with the spike down.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to come back from. Maybe a little bit early left. Morning, not quite warmed up yet, and it's pistol around. There's lots of shots being winged and maybe not having a ton of effect. Ultimately, going to favor Built by Gamers who get on the board first there. And yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to kind of see how these teams are meshing, right? Because we mentioned how many players are sort of mixing it up now. And I mean, the BBG guys have been playing together for a while now, with the addition of Bang. I don't know if he's a trial or fully signed at this point. But ANDBOX in particular, that's my big thing to look for is how well they're sort of like trading for each other, how well the teamwork aspects have already been developed, because it's a pretty newly put together roster.
Yeah, BBG taking care of business, and their group, I believe, is both 2-0s to get to this point, so feeling pretty good right now. But again, it's another day facing a very solid team in ANDBOX, and we're just in map 1 now, round 2 here on Haven. Yeah. As we go, Vice checking out Garage. Bjor. These are holding back with the Spectre. It is, of course, the save round for the side of ANDBOX, and they're going to work it together. The Spectre from Bjork gets a little bit of damage in initially. We'll spray down Vice eventually. Minimal damage in return there. Oh, they're trying to enter still. Bjork gets 2 more. We just when in doubt, spray with the Spectre through the smoke, and that works out. Bang gets 2. And let's just say it was a flawless round, as it says on your screen there.
Yeah, it feels pretty nice as a Killjoy to have people just pushing you into your utility when you have the gun advantage as well. Bjor feasting right there. A nice little triple kill. Bang doing a little support work as well. And yeah, I did want to also point out that I mentioned Plix on ANDBOX, but it looks like Pony is playing today. and it might just be the case that they're sort of just trialing players. I'm not sure exactly. You know, I don't have the inside scoop on the roster moves, but I assume they're probably trialing several players.
Sure. Talk about pressure, right? I mean, no pressure here. We're just trialing you as you go up against BBG here in a $25,000 tournament, but gotta try them out somehow, I suppose. As it's 2-0 right now for BBG. But of course, buys on the other side for ANDBOX. And once again, we have some firefight initially, but slowing things down, sending the drone out towards Long A now. Currently, Killjoy set up over here. Bjor mixing it up. Wasn't Garage last round. Now towards the A side. We'll see if it catches them off guard.
Yeah, I love this. Moving around these very crucial players, you know, the Jet with the Operator or the Killjoy can be extremely difficult to deal with.
Well, there's that information, of course. Oh, nice shot there. Almost getting the kill down to 10 life onto Silva, but not enough damage for the kill. That's the Phantom for you.
Yeah, just wait till that's Chambers' little sheriff.
Oh boy.
One-shot kill.
Next week, baby. Take over the meta. That's discussion
Not for the
later.
pro scene.
That's discussion for later. They're going to make their way back, though, towards Garage now, and nobody dead yet. Again, there's only that little bit of damage done. Initially, heals up from Sky happened, though, so currently at full life. Bjor, misses that initial spray. Now Mame has a chance to respond, and we'll do just that, but Will, good trade with the Sheriff to get the Vandal, but now they're hitting C. Bang.
He's found a nice little spot. Will be sniffed out, but gets the kill on Alexander, too.
Reloading and almost able to get back for some more action, but Vice takes out Bang. Mata gets Rarkar, and a spike has been planted. 2 versus 2. Poach gets in there. Now defused. They probably suspect that he's long. They would be correct. Vice trying to spray down, but behind the box. Okay, he's able to get in there. Get some smoke coverage. Just aim to the right. Gets the kill and turns for Will. The hat trick for Vice. The clutch for ANDBOX in their bonus round.
I was looking a little dicey there when Vice was trying to check back in spawn and maybe even thinking about rotating back through Garage, but teammate went down very quickly and had to rotate quickly back to Long. But great shooting from him, clutching out that round. Very important as well, as that was their first rifle buy.
Yeah, that's quite the clutch right there. First rifle buy, but it is one of those situations, though, where it's like, okay, you won the round, that's great and all, but your economy is still not the greatest after that. You can see a couple of Spectres, some half armor coming into play, but they want to go fast, and hey, the first time we're seeing some pretty aggressive play off the bat, but just like that, it stalled, and so much for that aggressive play.
Yeah, nobody there to shoot the dart, unfortunately, for Mata, so he's going to have to fall back a little bit. Will does have the Operator on the side of BBG. Starting to take some position here in A long. Spike over towards Garage, though.
Yeah. Leaving it back, waiting for a pick perhaps to then make a call to go with it, but so far, a little bit of noise as far as footsteps go. Not showing their bodies, though, necessarily. As Alexander will jump back across Long A. Will there with that Operator as mentioned if they push up. But on the minimap, we see the rotations are happening. 50 seconds remaining. ANDBOX continues this very methodical play of trying to make them bite somewhere. But good discipline from BBG so far, and it looks like B could be the side of choice.
Yeah, I think they're trying to pull somebody into short where Mata can take advantage of it. But like you said, very disciplined from both teams, actually, so far.
Now, Sky gets her ultimate with that. I wonder if the Secrets are going to come out yet, or if they're going to be safe for another round, but Cosmic Divide on the other side for BBG, so plenty of utility. They're going to wait this out. There's the Divide.
Lurk is going to be huge, by the way.
The Seeker, as you mentioned, trying to lurk. Will it be in time, though? The wall's down in the flank. The Monolurk is here. Gets 2. Bjor's able to finally trade, though, but damage has been done. And it's making them panic, if anything. Flashing through that Divide. It's going to go down. They do stick the spike, though. Bjor even gets the hat trick. And a 3-1 BBG now. Mummy gets 2 more, but it doesn't matter at that point. The spike was defused. That's Cosmic Divide for you. It's more than just simply the barrier for sight. It's a barrier for sound, too.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I feel like a lot of people really focus on the fact that you couldn't shoot through it, and, you know, it blocks off all the vision, and it's, like, really great for, you know, stopping shooting. But like you said, that sound cue that you don't hear is potentially disastrous, like we just saw. Like, there's no way to know whether it's half, there's no way to know whether they're even on the spike unless you go check yourself and put yourself at risk.
God, that is quite the bold decision, though. Pretty much in their face, just sitting on that defuse, but, of course, had the confidence and of the teammate support and basically just saying, you know what, they probably won't check. And they were right in the end. So 3-1 BBG, ANDBOX. Back to Sheriffs here as they're going to use their own Cosmic Divide, though, hitting the C side, at least making it seem like they are. But Bang is there, and Will catch Vice. Trying to sneak in through Garage, but it's a delayed push. Eventually go out. Mana sitting on top, has to spray through the smoke, gets 2 kills somehow. How the hell did he even see those guys through that smoke?
That was sick. Great dart, allowing him to find some crucial kills. Mata doing a lot of work, but gets caught out by Bjor as he tries to push aggressively for information. That's problematic.
Cosmic Divide coming out from the attackers. A lockdown response from Bjor to try to retake and get the defuse. Mummy will spray, of course not sticking it. That smoke gonna go down in a couple seconds. They're gonna run at him. Make it a 2 versus 1, take advantage. It is ticking down though, good job by Mummy delaying this. Peeks, gets Bjor, and now it's trouble for Poach. Jump peek with the knife, or the bat in this case. Yeah, going out, Poach has to stick. He gets the shot. Mummy eventually goes down. What a shot indeed from Poach. 4-1 BBG.
Wow, I thought Mummy had that. That was kind of interesting. He peeked and saw Poach was just sticking it to half, but he didn't shoot. He strafed back into cover and then came back out to shoot to try and get him off the second half. Poach able to kind of outplay that, and of course just that one shot is all he needed. Really, really well played from BBG, and a good effort from Mummy as well.
Turret out.
ANDBOX. Their economy again a bit devastated here. They have the 3 sheriffs. So I thought they were saving last round actually, but I guess not. They did actually have some fights last round, but they will have knives for Mata. There is a Hunter's Fury on the other side. Both Jets using knives, by the way.
And Will pushing aggressively up short. Gonna find some players here. Oh, the timing.
Oh, got one. That turret turns and someone's probably thinking, wait a second, what's that noise back there? Oh, that's the back of my head getting impaled with a knife. Mata sees the hip check. Has the C-site claimed, calling for the spike to come over here, and it looks like Killjoy making the way, but meanwhile, Bang takes out Mame, and Bjor gets Alexander. These Spectre kills coming out for BBG. You're in round 6.
Spike planted.
Bang pulling in, the knife kill initially, and the final kill from Bang. That was just beautiful execution again. That was a safe round from ANDBOX, but still. BBG playing very clean right now, 5-1.
Flawless.
Yeah, and they're getting lots of these spam kills through smokes too. It's kind of frustrating for ANDBOX, I'm sure, but like you said, that was a save round, so now we have a very important one. As Haven, it's one of those maps that can be either way depending on who's playing and what the approach is as far as attackers or defenders sided. I think it tends to be a little bit attackers favored, so the fact that ANDBOX is struggling on attack could be problematic. But like I said, they do have rifles this time, so there's still plenty of opportunities to bring this one back.
Yeah, again, worth pointing out too, it is ANDBOX's map choice of Haven. First being on the attack inside first, and once again the aggressive A hit. Will they fall back from this one though? Likely, as there's only 2 here, although as I say this, Mata's going all the way up, and we'll take that duel with Poach and gets the kill. So with that kill, here comes a spike. They're just gonna beeline for it. They want this A side, and lockdown will help.
Definitely caught Poach off guard. He's like, no way, somebody just kind of dry walks out. It wasn't even like a fast peek or anything. Like, hey, what's up? You're dead.
Oh. Mata, nice shots there on a Will, trying to check with the operator, just enough of the head being seen. Sprays him down. And this is arguably one of the toughest sides of any map to retake, honestly. Bjor's gonna jump out of the window, gets a kill, but 4 for Mata. Are we gonna see the ace? Mata's like, give it to me, give it to me.
He's gonna go hunting for sure. Although, it's like, their economy's not great, but of course, you gotta go.
You gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. There we go. The conclusion of the ace. Mata gets it. And that's gotta feel pretty good. That's only 2 rounds on the board now for ANDBOX, but it was an ace round. And good one at that. And good utility used. I mean, they used a lockdown, but obviously necessary to get that win.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out perfectly. And sometimes, you know, we've talked about it a couple times at this point where sometimes you just need to, like, if you're having trouble, you just go, like, pug it up. Just, I'm pushing aggressively. Right. I'm going to win this round. I don't care, right? Screw strategy. And that's what Mata did right there.
Yeah, sometimes that is the best. Just create chaos, essentially. And when we're going to see, it's almost like deja vu from the previous round. This time, okay, yeah, not going to be spotted. Yeah, does Mata walk up here? Well, might have a chance to get Will unless Will's going to hide with that Judge. It looks like just going to hold a tight angle, so got a Judge in play.
Vice has great position here on B, able to just completely walk in, no Killjoy utility to spot him.
Just it's like Rockar's like, I know something's up, but I can sniff it out here. Speaking of sniffing it out, the doggo's going out from Alexander, and there's the kill on Rarkar. Eventually, Vice finds him, but Poach able to get the trade. However, B has been taken now by ANDBOX. Hunter's Fury on default, gets one hit. Can he get a second? No, he cannot, initially at least. And the third hit's not going to connect either, but doing some damage. But here we go with the retake now in B.
Again, Mata has a great lurk potential if you can time it correctly. Poach smells it out, though.
Oh, well played by Poach right there, dueling it out with Mata. Winning that time, says no ace for you. Spike defuse happening, gonna try to at least get it to half. They're gonna do so. Nice dink there initially. Not sticking it though for the time being. They don't need to because Poach is just on point. Takes out Pony, and the defuse concludes a round. 6-2, BBG here on the defense.
Yeah, they're looking real clean right now. They're, I mean, just that check by Poach, he's like, it only took one time of modifying that flank for BBG to realize that it's probably something that's going to be happening on a regular basis. We need to make sure that we're covering all of our bases. And, you know, it's looking really good for BBG right now, setting themselves up for potentially a pretty straightforward second half if they can keep this momentum going.
Ultimate Economy, got 3 for BBG, including Lockdown, Cosmic Divide, and Seekers. All very impactful ultimates, certainly.
Aggressive.
Oh yeah, they're pushing up A. Looks like Mata's gonna win the initial duel with Poach though, and Rarkar returns the favor. You see Will going up, but Alexander turns and takes him out. They kill the bird right there, but all of a sudden 2 show and Rarkar's dead, and it's up to Bang now. So the aggressive play does not work out for BBG, and Vice will finish the round. They get 3 on the board for ANDBOX.
Yeah, BBG, they were trying to contest that A short lobby, which has been pretty much just ANDBOX's playground so far, almost every single round. And like you said, it didn't work out that time. The timing was a little bit awkward. Both Skies and Jets were trying to make like the flash dash play happen. Just ended up favoring ANDBOX that time around.
So, well, now we're looking at the Ultimate Economy. ANDBOX has a couple more. They have Knives for Jet. They have Cosmic Divide. They have Hunter's Fury. It's just a divide on the other side. Seekers was used the previous round for BBG. Obviously not to their favor, so bit of a save now. Bang. Involved in that with the Seraph push-up. Gets the kill. The drone was pulled out by Pony, and the timing could not have been any better right there. And he goes down to Bang. Bang lining it up with these Sheriff kills. Huh. See, throwing the guns off the edge.
Yeah, I saw that.
If we can't have them, you can't have them. Look left.
Vice.
Almost a close call for Vice there, as the Seekers this time coming out for Alexander. And that's, talk about good information right there. They see 3 players towards C, so guess where they're going.
Yeah, this is all about Poach. He is hanging out near the A site. Pretty disciplined still from BBG. Should get the information relatively early.
Just gonna jump up heaven, and yep, sees the information there on Poach before quickly dashing away. Poach has a drone and recon, gonna wait for the team. They're flanking a couple of them at least, and gonna be joined by Bjor as well. So what do they have? They got a lockdown as well as Cosmic Divide. I gotta think that maybe one of those could come out here.
Looks like Cosmic Divide being set up. There it is. We'll see how this retake turns out. Lockdown counter from Bjor. Oh,
that's both, yeah.
Help, yeah.
They're gonna really do this. They talk about using a lot to win this round. Will, it's gonna catch Killjoy running through the divide. It has
so good.
The frenzy in the face. Poach just runs down with a
so
Spectre spray. Yeah, that's. Is it? Wait. Oh man, that was close. Yeah.
They sacrificed for nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was beautiful, right? Because they were on an eco, so they need to force the fights to be at their particular range. And 2 players came around through flank, but ANDBOX not quick enough to clear either the spawn or the flank through a short, and as a result, BBG is able to set up this cool play where they have one person long waiting for the players to get pushed out by the lockdown. And as soon as that happens, everybody else can just rush in through CT and clean up anyone who's like still trying to fight on the site.
Yeah, so great communication, good teamwork, results in a 7-3 first half lead right now for Built by Gamers. See, Mame is going to set up towards the C site. That's going to be a take back at the start there. Oh, the Cosmic Divide coming out, though. We'll cut off the back half of the site, so they're certainly hitting C, or at least, again, making it seem like they are. Oh, boy, that's a Mummy on top. Well played there with the Killjoy. But no kills.
Positioning.
Second that wall goes down, we're going to see that firefight. Well, we've already seen that. 2 kills. Will gets a third. Transfers for the 4th, and suddenly it's just Mame. He's a great player and all, but expects to have some teammate help there.
Yeah, it fell apart really quickly. I mean, they took the site for free, but I think, you know, that's kind of what BBG was looking for. They saw this utility come out, and they're like, you know what, whatever, let them have the site. We can retake this very easily. And they did just enough damage to the players pushing into the back corner, able to get a couple spam kills, nice flash coordination as well. And honestly, it kind of was like shooting fish in a barrel once they decided to retake that site.
ANDBOX going to throw out the pause here. On map 1, again, it is ANDBOX map choice of Haven, and only 3 rounds so far on the attacking side. It's got to be a bit discouraging. But at least if they can finish it out with a 4th round, then have a little bit of momentum to head to the second half, swapping sides. But it's not going to be the best economy to do so. I mean, you already see right now a Sheriff bot with 600 credits remaining for Mata. Does have knives, though, so at least beneficial. They have a Spectre on Bison. They might be able to get some rifles, but perhaps some half armor around. But
yeah, I think their buy is going to be all right. Everybody should have a rifle and some armor at the very least, of course, with Jet having knives. They also do have the lockdown and the Hunter's Fury to work with, so we might see, you know, sort of like an early pick potential with the Sova. Certainly we'll see some sort of execute with the lockdown at some point, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling ever in the last round to not use such a crucial ultimate like that, but so hopefully for the sake of ANDBOX that they get the opportunity to do so. Again, they have a Hunter's Fury on the other side, but you know, you might as well at least bait it out if anything, so. Where are they gonna go? Will's gonna go for the peak, perfect timing, and it gets one. He almost got 2, man. If they lined up right there. And Poach will get another. It's just the aggressive Hunter's Fury. Wow, talk about just really putting them down early.
Yeah, you love to see it, and that is disastrous for ANDBOX as they lose the lockdown as well.
Yeah, so much for that. Not much you could do, though, I suppose. Who would have thought an op would peak and the Hunter's Fury would be used right off the bat, but that's exactly what happened. ANDBOX suddenly now in a 2 versus 4. Mummy and Pony versus the 4. They have Mummy holding the side. The spike is down, though, currently, and Pony's going to go pick it up for free, and actually is going to fall back to C with it, so.
BBG playing very, very carefully. They have a huge numbers advantage.
Concealment.
So they'll probably just wait for the spike noise, the plant noise, and then swarm onto the site.
Oh, that's a interesting, aggressive Hunter's Fury there coming out and actually doing some tag damage, spotting in, but Mummy, oh man, I do not know how Mummy lived there. But
I don't either.
somehow it does. Will goes down to Pony, and this is still winnable. Or ANDBOX a double pick, it absolutely is winnable all of a sudden. 2 versus 2 now. Oh, the timing there, the flick, and Fior's like, no, it ain't winnable for them, it's winnable for us. Kills Pony, finishes the round, 9-3 half. Going the way of BBG on defense.
Yeah, definitely a nice scrappy try there from ANDBOX, but the aggression for BBG perfectly timed there. Like you said, you know, ANDBOX goes into that round, they're like, okay, let's go ahead and set up our lockdown, but they don't even get a chance to because the aggressive Hunter's Fury and the peak from Will's operator just punishing them.
Well, it all starts with this pistol round. No, that's a pretty obvious thing to say, but point being, you only won 3 rounds on attack. You better win this pistol round if you're ANDBOX, because it ain't gonna look too good if you lose this one, and good luck coming back from there. But so very important pistol round. How will BBG attack this? So far setting up more towards the C site. 3 towards garage, 2 towards long C. And they're gonna hit it pretty hard. Going in, Vice gets a peek. Trade early. Vice sitting in the corner, they know exactly where he is, though. He took out one before, but just the trades continue, and we are down to a 2 versus 2 now because of it. But the spike will be planted by BBG.
Coverage by Poach, allowing Bang to get off the spike.
Nice.
Oh, huge shock.
God, that hit both right there, yeah. And especially on the pistol round, that is very significant. Fox makes a call, and now's the time. They run down Poach. Poach got one before the 1 versus 1, and Bang will clutch it out for the side of BBG. So it got spicy there. I mean, that was literally just a trade after trade. It was 1 for 1 the whole way down to the very end, but BBG comes out on top.
Yeah, I was almost positive Mata was going to win that because he had the Sova dart pinging on Bang, but ultimately Bang able to just out spray him through the smoke. And that one definitely hurts ANDBOX because now BBG able to buy Spectres. 10 rounds on the board already, getting very close to potentially ending this map number 1.
Flash out mid. I think BBG knows that they might be playing aggressive on ANDBOX side, so yeah, they're almost playing like they're on defense. Is BBG waiting for ANDBOX to run at them, but eventually ANDBOX will calm it down. They'll fall back. The dog's coming out from Rakar and getting minimal information there.
Wow, look at these rotations, though, that are being forced from ANDBOX. They're just kind of desperately trying to find the right point of contact, and BBG is nowhere near this giant stack on A.
Okay, so now it's a game of, you have 3 sites. Do you go C, B, or do you go the death trap of A? Well, let's see what BBG eventually chooses here. Something tells me there. It's kind of funny as an observer in this case. I mean, you know that they're just, they're playing around nothing right now. There's literally nothing there. But obviously, they wouldn't expect this.
Yeah, and the worst part about this for ANDBOX is that all the noise that's happening elsewhere, like in middle and in front of B, is too far away for them to even hear. So they have absolutely no idea that BBG is like checking angles and using utility to clear stuff.
30 seconds left.
Look at how slow they're walking up. But again, they're going to make it look flashy, but this is going to be a free side, as we can tell. Come on, let's get the spike down, guys. Come on, what are you doing? Understandable. They have no clue, of course, but now they're probably asking themselves, like, wait a second. Okay, yeah, they might have stacked somewhere. And sure enough, they did. They stacked A, so ANDBOX going to try to do some economy damage here, if anything. But the chances of winning this round just got very minimal. Here we go. Bang. Classic spray down, not going to work. Bang will take 2. Trying to bait with the pistol. Bjorn will catch him running away. Oh, somebody else actually, never mind. But anyways, Mata survives with 1 life and make it 0. Bjorn with a hat trick. And again, as expected, eventually it's a victory for BBG. So 11-3. But this is actually it now for ANDBOX. They really got to start winning now and continue that trend. But it starts with 1 round.
Yeah, that round, I mean, if you needed any proof that nobody on this team is cheating, like, that is the perfect proof, right?
Yeah.
Not that there's any expectation that's even the case anyway, but it's like, clearly they're so lost when you have the god view of being an observer. It's like neither team has any idea where the other team is.
That's why Sova's pretty good. Gives you that free map pack.
True.
Legal map pack. Who would have figured? Anyway, Spike is going right down mid. Will getting in there quickly, going for default. Realizes the nanostorms are there though, and quickly dashes away. Mata kills Bang elsewhere. Flash here towards A. Mata will get another Impure. Looking around the corner. Pony's able to fall back in time, but taking a flash. Mata, they're just hiding in the corner themselves. Parker runs him down with a Spectre. Blind equals kills. Oh, Alexander misses the headshot there. Flashes left, looking right. Actually connects the head of Rakar.
1 enemy remaining.
And they'll get Poach and Will, so it will be a victory for ANDBOX with those guns.
Yeah, nice little bit of aggression there up A short. You know, even though Mata and Pony both got caught eventually, it definitely stalled out the plan that BBG had in store for that round. And sometimes that's all you need, just a little bit of momentum disruption. You know, trading a couple of kills out early on and getting that early information can make all the difference.
But now guns for BBG. How's the ultimate status looking? Nothing yet,
Right
but
here.
Mata's close to knives, only one away. Closest in the game right now. Lowe's gonna jump across with the cloud put down.
Not get tagged by that dart, so
Doc's gonna check, and they got info that at least two's there. Mata going down, and a good flick on a Will. And well played there as Rockar got distracted by Jed trying to finish him off, and Plenty gets a turn kill. So now 3 versus 5. Well, make it, I guess, 2 versus 4 as another trade happens there. Seaside choice. Vice run down, trying to just knife out or run back for his teammates to come in, but got caught doing so. So numbers a little bit better now for BBG.
Motto with the Blade Storm ready to make some highlight reel play potentially. Gonna follow in this drone. Will not spot anybody on site.
Yeah, Poach hiding in long. Disaster teammate, of course, over there in garage, gonna do the gravity pull. Bang. If check gets the kill first before the knives do, and Poach will get Alexander. This spike, it ain't being defused. There's no way. Pony's like, I'll just stick it. They won't kill me, right? They're gonna kill me. 12-4, BBG on the verge of map point now.
Yeah, a little hesitant maybe from ANDBOX getting onto that site, but really, really good post-plant positions from BBG, recognizing that they need to play pretty far off site with the Jet coming in with knives. So ultimately just out-positioning ANDBOX right now, and despite the early trades, we see a 12-4 scoreline. BBG trying to sew this one up.
That they are. And in a very favorable position to do so. Not only do they have the economy advantage, but they have 3 ultimates to use to the 0 for the side of ANDBOX. And Poach is just going to use it very early, that being the Hunter's Fury. Gets the kill in the back left on Vice. Will runs down Mame. And this site is free for the taking now for BBG. So looking to truly put the nail in the coffin here in map 1 and take a 1-0 series lead unless we have some absolute clutch moments from ANDBOX now.
Yeah, they're just even going to drop the lockdown and be like, all right, you know, 12 seconds off the timer or whatever.
Ooh, nice job.
Great shot from Mata, but
Okay.
You want to find it?
Suddenly
You're
it's
gonna have to go very
3
quick.
Cosmic Divide used as well now. BBG really wants to finish this.
Be faster.
Mata gets Will.
One enemy remaining.
And it gets Bang! Oh, Rocker survives, but 7-2 left. Gonna put the stickers out, but not gonna happen. And the clutch happens from ANDBOX. Hey, we said, unless some crazy clutch from ANDBOX, and I guess that's what that was.
yeah, I mean, again, it's just kind of one of those moments where everybody at ANDBOX was like, all right, we're not losing this one. And they just took straight up gun duels and won them all. So BBG actually, you know, it's not panic. They have plenty of time to work with to close this one out. But they did invest a bunch of utility. They now have to rebuy, and suddenly ANDBOX is, you know, they're feeling a little bit better, at least about the next round or two.
And I mean, you know, we're sitting here hyping up for good reason. We got 3 best-of-3s coming at us today. The teams know that as well, right? Like, if you keep winning, as long as you keep winning, you have 3 best-of-3s potentially coming at you. So, in that perspective, I could even see what BBG was thinking more maybe. Let's just use everything. Let's get the win here and finish this map 1 at least. You know, continue things and move on to the next one. But they're a little ahead of themselves, and ANDBOX is able to clutch it out. So, the game continues, and BBG now having to do a bit of a save here.
Swarm grenade out.
A lot of ultimates on the side of ANDBOX now, meanwhile. They got Seekers, Lockdown, and the Hunter's Fury.
Blocking sight.
Very aggressive positionings over here on A. Pony really find the timing.
Clean.
Here.
Yes, he will.
I was going to say, yeah.
Scanning
There you
ahead.
go. That's info there. Recon darts kill immediately. Gonna even drone out. Trying to get some bait with the Sky teammate supporting, but instead the spike is headed towards B, but I was gonna say there's a lot of utility there
Spike
from
down,
Killjoy, and
B.
the spray down from Mata as well. Mata's been doing his darnest to keep ANDBOX alive.
Last player standing.
That's not gonna help. but hey, the rest of the team will help him this round. Vice gets 2. And 6-12. So again, still a lot of time for BBG to eventually close this out, but hey, one round at a time, Elevated. That's all it takes.
Absolutely. And, you know, even more so than that, potentially, is it does kind of feel like ANDBOX is also starting to warm up a little bit. You know, we saw this yesterday with some of the games where, you know, a team comes in cold and they just don't look very good initially, but sometimes it just takes, you know, a few extra rounds. And even if ANDBOX goes on to lose this one, they may come into the next map significantly more ready to play.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like they're starting to heat up a little bit.
Heating up and moving fast as Will at least, going right down into sewers immediately. Kill the taco. Alexander gonna push with his teammate now. All the counter dot going up long, doesn't see anyone. Well, oh, that's a spray down. Bjork caught in the window. That's an unfortunate place to be.
Mata gonna take advantage of that to get very, very deep map control in middle. Could be crucial since it looks like BBG headed towards A.
Follow the drone out. They hear footsteps. Meanwhile on mid, Mata lining it up. Oh, what happened? Okay, you got the kill. Meanwhile, back over to the A site. And Pony gets 2, holding it down. Mummy there to support as well. And ANDBOX gets 7. That was something right there. So, but
Yeah, obviously, Mata not trolling there. He's just trying to make sure that nobody else is coming out. But it just gets a little clowny looking when Bang starts jiggle peeking the garage door angle. They're both like trying to aim at those moving target. But yeah, ultimately, ANDBOX coming out with another clean win there. So now the momentum's starting to build a little bit. BBG back on buys. They have sheriffs and light armor. ANDBOX with plenty of credits, buying whatever they want.
Yeah, look at those ultimates too. 6 out of 7 for Mummy, and everyone else has theirs. So they have plenty to use now, and it almost seems like, you know, ANDBOX is kind of just playing free, where this is such a disaster of a first half, and frankly a game so far for ANDBOX, but now they've won 2 in a row. They've kept themselves in it. You never know what can happen again. Rarkar gets the initiation though on Mummy. Mata takes out with a knife kill though, and Vice gets Will. They're holding down the C, hitting it hard. Is BBG trying to conclude this map again, but Mata's there locking it down. Gets 4 kills, a couple of knife kills, a couple of phantom kills. And, I mean, what did they invest ultimate-wise? It was really just the one. It was just, okay, knives and seekers, but still, they have plenty.
They do have plenty, and all of them are very, very good on the defensive side of things. Mata is, all right, well, BBG going to call a timeout. They're like, okay, hold up.
Wait a second.
4 in a row. Let's rethink our approach a little bit, because this is getting to the point where you have to start worrying. And the way that Mata is shooting right now, BBG needs to be very careful about continuing to feed that, you know, that potential monster.
Yeah, it really is one, isn't it? You look at that stat line, 26, 17, and 4. The next person with the closest kills is Poach on the other side with 19. So Mata really has been going off, especially these last 4 rounds. It feels like, you know, it's been quite a bit. He did have the ace earlier, of course, as well. I believe that was in the first half. So, yeah, doing his darnest. But yeah, you're right. BBG, it's at that point of okay, yeah, let's actually figure out what's going wrong here and where we want to hit. I mean, is there anything to you that's standing out as far as like a site that may be a little more vulnerable, or is it just really going to come to the default strategy?
It just kind of feels like the last few rounds they've mostly just been trying to do a pretty simple like contact play, whether it's been A short. I mean, it's mostly been focused around A. You know, they flash in, and then Will kind of pushes up aggressively, and they try and play off of a pick. I haven't seen a lot of, you know, like fakes or, you know, like the kind of like more strategic approach from them.
Sure. Well,
So I do like that they're playing back in some sort of default.
Look at that A site. Meanwhile, it's a very aggressive push coming out from ANDBOX. All the way up here at the top of the ramp, but it almost seems like BBG is aware of this. We're going to have some drone battles going on. Tag happens, and they're going to try to hit A now off of this. Guy's sitting there in the smoke, has to get out, though. Nice job forcing out with a nano.
Yeah, this is another thing that ANDBOX has been doing really well is denying this A control to BBG. And it's really slowing down these attack rounds.
Oh! The timing of Will. Uh-oh. The site for the taking for BBG, and I think that'll actually do it. Mummy, again, great player, but 1 versus 5 has an operator.
Spike planted.
Timing hit, though, and now BBG has a back turn. Unfortunate.
Bam. Get 1.
360
Get
no
2.
scope!
He tried. He tried his best.
Made it fun to the very end. But BBG does finally close it out after 4 losses of rounds in a row, and they'll take it 13-8. So they get the victory, and they're going to be up 1-0 now in the series. Again, map choice going the way. It was ANDBOX's map choice that is here on Haven, and going the way of BBG, so we'll see what map 2 holds for us. But I believe it's going to be Ascent, if I remember correctly. But good start for BBG.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the first half looked really clean. They looked a little shaky there. I think ANDBOX was doing a really good job of denying that A short control and sort of getting a ton of early map control and information, forcing BBG to play to the other side of the map, or if they did want to go back towards A, ANDBOX was already kind of set up and ready for them. But good adjustment from ANDBOX. Then a good adjustment from BBG to close that one out. So definitely excited for map number 2, especially now that ANDBOX looks like they're, I don't know, maybe a little bit more awake. The coffee finally kicked in or something.
Caffeine working now. It's still early for gamers, right? It's only 3:30 p.m. Eastern here, so
It's light out. What's going on? Nobody plays video games right now.